take. I've been seeing a lot of people say that JT needs to get into the studio and fight back. People are like, fight back, and just the third, you need to get a studio. I got a different. Actually, JT is going to do much better playing dead at this point. Let me explain why. So this Twitter and Cardi beef that happened a couple years ago, JT is actually the one who, after that war between her and Cardi going back and forth on Twitter, actually died out. JT is the one who actually resurfaced that beef on City Cinderella. How do I know? Because I actually listen to artist music, and I actually listen from the front to the back, even if it's painful, because I like music. And unlike y'all who are always talking about JT is a great rapper, this, that, and the third, and it's just like, okay, y'all don't support and buy her music, and y'all damn sure don't listen to her album all the way through. So if y'all did, y'all would know that she took several shots at Cardi on City Cinderella. What Cardi did on Magnet last night on Am I the Drama is a response to that. At this point, they can do a little back and forth, but I feel like, and y'all don't think that Cardi got the potential. I don't know why y'all think Cardi don't have the potential after this amazing body of work just came out. What Jay-Z gonna do? Go back in the studio, do a diss track, and then Cardi gonna do one back? Like, the back and forth is unnecessary. Cardi already has a catalog. Cardi and JT, I don't care how y'all like to flip it, they are not peers. They are not. One thing about it is JT had her peers, okay? Y'all treat JT like she's a new artist. JT is not a new artist, okay? She's been out since 2018. Not too far off from Cardi, when Cardi got started, all right? Her peers were Glorilla. Glorilla is doing circles around JT at this point. Y'all have gassed JT head up so much, and her work and her numbers don't match all the gassing that y'all do. You know how many girls I be seeing on this app talking about how good of a rapper JT is, and they can't even tell me their favorite tracks on City Cinderella outside of like Okay and JT Coming, which were kind of like singles, standout singles. Y'all don't be listening to that girl music for real, and y'all don't be supporting and buying it. City Cinderella sold 27,000 pure sales in the first week. 10,000 of them was actual sales. The other 17,000 were online. What are we talking about? JT, what are you going to say to Cardi? Cardi dragged JT so fucking bad. And Bia so bad. Because I see another creator was like, Bia, don't even waste your time going to the studio. I'm going to say the same thing for JT. JT, what are you going to say? You're going to be just talking shit over a track? You don't even personally know Cardi like that to get no tea on her, right? She know a little more people in the industry, so she get a little more tea. Or not only that, Cardi really didn't tell any lies. The entire world saw you turn your back on your homegirl. That ain't no whoop-de-doo. That ain't no new information. We all saw it. I don't care who is trying to make you feel some type of way about it. We all saw it. We know from your album, but these people don't listen to your music. You and your mom, like, we know these things. Cardi, the things that Cardi said were not lies. These were not flat-out lies, okay? She rode you on a beat. You got her in City Cinderella, and she closed the casket and wind that bitch down 6 feet under, put the dirt over, and it's done. It's done. Don't have these internet people, JT, make you feel like you need to go in that studio and put some shit together. Because what are you going to talk about? I mean, for anybody who disagree with what I'm saying, in the comments, like, what exactly can JT talk about? Outside, oh, Cardi B got a divorce. Cardi B put her ass, foot, heart, and soul into Am I the Drama? And she left that shit, her divorce, messy shit, she left that shit on wax. Okay? Whoop-de-doo. Can't talk about that. She done talked about that. The second thing, that she's pregnant by NFL dude. Whoop-de-doo. Cardi talks about all the time how she want to have a house full of kids. That's her uterus. She good and grown, and she good and paid. So as long as she could feed them kids and clothe them kids and bathe them kids kids and care for them kids that she having, she can have a whole goddamn basketball team. That ain't no news. Whoop-de-doo. What else can we talk about? The fact that her singles may not have been doing good as her singles prior. Listen, having you on the my flop and your flop is not the same. I mean, because her singles may not have been doing as great as they used to, but they damn sure wasn't doing horrible. Glorilla is running circles around you, Jay. The same girl who you said had a boy body, who wigs beefed up, who sound like a hard man, sound like a man on the tracks, like on the game, made, reference to how she her rapping style. These people got you so, like, they're lying to you. And let me tell you something. If you got a good PR over there at QC Quality Control, I don't know if you're still with them, or Quality Control Motown, a good PR is going to tell you, don't say nothing. It's done. Move on. Move on to your next little gig. Play dead. Because there is nothing. Cardi put that shit all on wax last night. There is nothing you can come at her with. Nothing. Yeah. Bia ain't even worth addressing. My God.
For some reason, I'm like with you on this. Like, what is JT going to say about Cardi B that Cardi B herself hasn't addressed yet? Like, every point or any attack or anything that she might use against her at this point is not really gonna work. It would have had some kind of ammunition had she dropped a disc before her. Do you understand? It would have had some weight that you're pregnant again with your fourth child with a different daddy. You're not yet divorced. It's sort of shame. Like, it would have been like that. It would have worked like that, and people would have been like, oh yeah, that's a jab. But for someone like Cardi, who's public, who just doesn't hide, who doesn't filter, who goes out of her way to make sure that her life is monetized. She monetizes her life for a reason, because people can use information against you. People can rewrite their own stories and say whatever they want to say. Literally. People can do that to you. People can just say, oh my God, Cardi this. And I don't think Cardi cares even. I don't think she does. I don't think she wakes up thinking, oh my God, my life is miserable. Most of these rappers or most of these people want to be her anyway and have her level of success, despite the fact that she hasn't released an album until now. Well, her second album. And for the fact that it did so well. Far better than what people anticipated.
When Cardi said that JT was dick riding for that feature, she was not lying. Like, do y'all not remember when Nicki and JT went live on Instagram? That was like literally the craziest thing I've seen between two female rappers in a long ass motherfucking time. Like, you cannot tell me that was not a humiliation ritual. You cannot tell me that Nicki did not open that motherfucking live and set all this shit up just to humiliate that girl, just to humble that girl. And that girl crazy as hell sitting there smiling and keying. This girl so damn desperate for a fucking feature, so desperate to work with that girl that she's sitting there just letting the shit happen. Nicki telling her to say all type of shit. Nicki telling her to perform a diss that she wrote to Nicki. And Nicki sitting here shading her friend. Same friend who held down your rap career while you was in jail, might I add. And you sat up here just sitting here smiling in this girl face, fangirl, and acting crazy. Got your belly all out of shit. No motherfucking wonder the city girls fell apart. This was some real live loser ass shit that girl did. Like, it's no shade. But that was crazy as
Bia is who y'all think Ice Spice is. When push came to shove, Ice Spice was able to carry her own weight in a way that Bia has never been able to. Pretty and petty Cardi B said that it's been 2 years since Bia put a number on the board. I would go as far to say that has she ever put a number on the board as a soloist? No. I'd say the farthest she has gotten is Whole Lot of Money originally. I think it peaked somewhere in like Bubbling Under, right? But what took it to a top 20 hit was having Nicki Minaj on it, right? What's crazy to me is that she has made some songs with some really big people and it hasn't really helped her career that much, right? J Balvin, Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage, Tiesto, Luciano, J. Cole, all these artists internationally. And yeah, they may give her like a little hit or whatever, right? She might get a number on the board, but after that, what's next? Nothing. No strong branding and low key, you look like every other mixed / light skinned girl in the rap scene, right? I remember a few years ago at the BET Awards or the BET Hip Hop Awards, Bia came in like a red dress and she somehow looked like Coi Leray, Sweetie, Cardi B, Lotto, every other girl but herself. No good branding. You look like every other girl, no artist identity, girl, and you thought you can go against Cardi B, which is crazy to me, right? Bia plays nice with Nicki Minaj because in all seriousness, Bia needs Nicki Minaj, unlike Ice Spice. Bia doesn't really have anything, and if she lost the good graces of the Barbs, she would have less than what she has now, right? The thing is, when you're by yourself, no one listens, girl. You have not had a solo hit like ever, girl. Only solo hit you had was Whole Lot of Money, which was what, like years ago. So what have you had recently? Nothing. If you look at her Spotify, her top 5 songs are all with features. I think like number 6 or number 7 is when you see like a solo song that people are listening to, but that song has like a little over 300,000 streams, girl. People are not tuning in to be like that. Ice Spice became a cultural phenomenon, right? Like you saw her on the commercials, you saw her on the awards, you saw her everywhere. She became a pop culture figure, right? In a way that Bia just can't, right? When you look at the career of Bia, it makes it incredibly crazy that she thought that she could win a rap battle against Cardi B, right? We have a woman who has every single song on her album going platinum, and then we have a girl who can barely get it hit with a feature, right? Yeah, you were shooting a little too high. If you wanted to get some beef, try to get it with somebody who's at your level, right? Like Coi Leray. Talking about how Gyat by Lotto and Ice Spice flop.